What's going on here?
What's going on, guys? This is the Aussie Van Man. How y'all doing today? I have the sun in my eyes a little bit here. It's just too dark to film in the shade, but out here we're back out in the desert here in Phoenix, and we've got a bit of a product review for you guys. So in one of my old videos, you guys might have remembered my van life coffee, where I used the coffee sachets with this hot water kettle and made coffee that way. Well, today we're stepping it up a bit. We're going a little bit on the classy side this time. I got myself this little camp mug from Stanley. I really love Stanley's products, so I stick by them. I love their thermoses. I have a couple of their thermoses, and now I have this. Let's crack the box open and have a look inside. Now, I have opened this before just to look at it, so I already know what it looks like, but you guys don't. So here we have the mug. It's just a basic insulated mug, just like most you can get from Yeti or such. It's a very nice mug, very nice. And I chose, you can get it in the hammer tone green, which I like the texture of. It's the original kind of style, so I left it that way. It's the color I tend to get, but you can get it in like a matte black and like a matte white color, which doesn't have the hammer tone. It's more of a smooth. I kind of like the texture on the hammer tone though. Now this is the coffee filter, so basically you put your coffee grounds in here. So this is the filter. It screws in like a thermos lid at the bottom, and it has a removable metal filter here that just slides in there, just like that. And basically you'll have the lid off of that, and that just sits like that. There's two slots here for air, so it doesn't kind of bleed out the sides or whatever, and it trickles through nice and smooth. Yeah, just like that. So this runs up about $40. Sometimes you can get them on special, but I got it for $40. Now I got this hand grinder to go with it, so I can hand grind fresh coffee beans. So here we have some fresh coffee beans that I bought from Winco. They're being roasted, they just haven't been grinded. So we got this hand grinder. Basically, I did have a little go at this, so there's some coffee grounds in the bottom there. But you got this little jar that collects them, and it's kind of like a pepper grinder. And it just screws onto the top of the jar here. And then what you do is you unscrew the top assembly here. The handle pops off and the lid pops off, and you just put your coffee down in the bottom there. So we're going to go ahead and put some coffee in that, but before we do, we're going to start some water on the boil, because we need some water to make some coffee. Go ahead and get that boiling up. Now we're going to put some coffee in the top here, get that ground up. Let's grind up a good amount. Doesn't matter if I waste them too much on my first effort. It's a good amount of coffee. I pretty much filled that little grinder up, so see how that goes. And basically we just turn it out like this, and it starts grinding all the coffee beans down to the bottom there, and we should have ready fresh to go coffee grounds and to do our coffee with. Okay, we've ground it all up there. There's nothing left. Okay. Now this coffee grinder only goes for $10 on Amazon, and that's kind of why I bought it, because it's cheap, and you know, a bit more work to hand grind it than having a grinder, but grinders are anywhere from $30 to $50 or more even. And I just didn't want to spend that on a grinder, so I got a hand grinder. $10 on Amazon. This is $40 on Amazon, and we'll get to this in a second. But yeah, I'm just gonna tip it all in there. I'm gonna go ahead and use it all, make myself a nice strong coffee today. Now I just want to level it off, get it all around on the bottom there. Okay. Oh yeah. Very nice. Look at the steam coming off. Smells absolutely delicious. Alright, we're going to get on to our next bit. Now, our next thing we have, if you haven't noticed here, we have a milk frother, and it also heats the milk up. And it has a removable little filler here. We have two different frother ones. I did try this briefly the other night just to see how it frothed up. With the minimum milk on there, the proper frother maybe is a little too much. It actually frothed up so much that it separated the milk. So with a small amount, I think I'm gonna just try the regular small frother without the agitators on it. This time it might work a little bit better for me and not separate the milk. But it's magnetic, so these little things just pop down in the middle here. They stay on with a magnet, and then this goes down in here. There's lines on there. There's like a minimum, and there's two like maximum levels for depending on what kind of froth you're trying to get. Now we're just gonna fill it to, I think, the minimum line today. This, here I've got just 2% reduced milk. It still froths up fine. I haven't had a problem with it. I used to use this in Australia and it still froths up no problem. I was kind of looking for, I didn't want the cheapest one. The cheap ones come with the metal brushes around inside of them. And I just didn't want that because it's a lot of cleaning. That's why I went for these ones with the plastic ones that are magnetized. They're the best way to go. So, but doing so, I had to pay a bit more to get this. I believe this was rounded about close to $50 on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description for all three of these products in case you're, including the kettle, wherever I put that, just in case you were interested in getting that. But I would say if you're a real coffee person, the milk frother really makes, it's just absolutely great. It's like all of a sudden you can have like a Starbucks coffee right there at your house just from having that milk frother, because it acts like the milk steamers at Starbucks. Alright, so there's a few different settings on this. Once you have it here, there's cappuccino, latte, hot chocolate, or just cold frothed. Now you can do select and start. Depending on how many times you hit it is how it selects what it's going to do. I'm going to go for probably, I don't know, maybe a latte. Let's try a latte. Okay, it's on latte. If you can hear that, it's already started. Let's have a look. Now if you can see right there, it's spinning the milk around. It's also heating the milk. So it's frothing it and heating it to temperature. And as you can see here, the coffee's doing its thing and steeping down. I'm giving that nice amount of time to soak so I can get the most amount of flavor out of that coffee. That coffee's almost steeped through. Not much to go on that. This doesn't take long. This only takes about 3 minutes for the milk to be done, so that'll be ready shortly too. And then I like to put a bit of sweetener in there. You know, usually 2 or 3 Splenda or Equal. Today I've got Equal in the van, so I'm going to use the Equal. And I'll be right back when all of this is ready to go, and I'll show you the milk and show you the coffee, and we'll put it together and give it a taste test, see how we go. Okay, I don't know if you can see in there, it's kind of hard to see. Got some nice beautiful dark coffee in there. And here, got some nice hot frothed milk. Now let's check this out. Alright, we're looking nice, it's not too frothy. I don't like it like too airy. It's nice and airy and plenty of hot milk in there as well. Okay. Alright, oh, that is hot. Okay, I just want to get all that foam out of here. Okay, that's enough. Check all that froth on the top out. Absolutely delicious. So, as you can see, basically what we have is a Starbucks coffee at home. Fresh roasted, fresh ground beans and beautiful frothed milk. Alright, let's go in and give it a test. Hopefully it's not too hot. Oh yeah, that's delicious. Just exactly what I needed. And on these cold winter mornings, there's nothing better than a like hard-worked, fresh brewed coffee, freshly ground, and all that. I know not everybody wants to put that much work in. I still have coffee sachets if I want to go that way, but sometimes you just really yearn for a fresh coffee like this, or a Starbucks style coffee, and this is exactly how you do it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link in the description down below for all these things if any of you are interested in those. I'm certainly going to be using these pretty much constantly in the future. These are a must-have, especially when I'm waking up at like 5 or 6 in the morning in the winter to travel on to my next spot, as I did just recently with my friend Dan. Coffee was a lifesaver. Unfortunately, I had to go find coffee or make some substandard coffee just to pick me up. And now I can make this bougie Starbucks style coffee and be quite refreshed. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Nice quick little video. Tomorrow I'm actually heading off to Schoolie-Palooza, so we're heading back out there. I was only there for like a day last week, and I'm going to catch the last few days of Schoolie-Palooza this weekend. So tomorrow, straight after work, I'm heading out there. Of course there'll be a video to come of that. Alright guys, you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment below, tell me what you think, and what kind of coffee system do you like to go for? What's your favorite kind of coffee or way to do coffee? Alright guys, till next time, this is Aussie Van Man, and we'll see you later. What's going on here?